and rest very quick.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the 2026 Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championship here in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. We are here in the newly constructed Olympic Village in the Martial Arts Hall. I'm Luke Welling, and I will be calling 48 bouts for you here on Mat 2 today, if you can believe it. My partner in crime, Andy Whitelaw, will be on mat number 1, also streaming live on AMMA's YouTube channel at AMMA_media. Today we've got young men and women in various weight classes. How many of them? Aiming for AMMA 2026 gold. I have the pleasure of calling Busha.
First up, in the round of 16, traditional MMA men's minus 60 kilogram weight category. In the blue corner, Al-Rayi Faris from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the 2026 Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships, coming to you live from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. The music you're hearing now and the competitors you're seeing walking in the background will be competing on mat number 1, being called by Andy Whitelaw. I'm Luke Welling, and I'll be covering mat number 2 for you all day. I've got modern MMA, rule set you'll be familiar with, but I will walk you through some of the particulars of day 1 and day 2 here. We have a slightly different rule set before we get to the finals. So here come my first competitors here on mat 2. I've got Hailai Busha representing China in the blue, and I've got Nazarov Beksan representing Kazakhstan in the red. I am right here mat side with an incredible vantage point. The only people who have a better view are those of you watching at home. The open mat, zero obstruction view, no cage side, no ring ropes. Just pure action here. If you've been following along this week, you know how quickly we get through these bouts and on to the next. And thankfully so, because I've got 48 bouts for you at present. Mat 1 doing another 48. So clear your schedule. This is going to be a good time. My proximity to the mat as well should allow for some exceptional audio from the fighters. You're going to hear me tone down my voice right now, especially when these gentlemen end up in my corner. I am not going to overburden you with my voice. I'm going to let you hear the action. So again, we are starting off with men's 56 kg action. Kazakhstan in the red, China in the blue. Bout number 1, day 4. The youth division has been put to bed and the adults are in town. Let's do this. Nice jab there. Right into the action for these two. You'll find on these earlier days with the shorter bouts, it is all action. Great little takedown there from Beksan. Precarious scrambles for both of these gentlemen. See who ends up on top. Great offense from both so far. Not a tremendous amount of defense here. So what we had there was an out of bounds, 50-50, nobody's fault, no points taken. You'll see you can score for tossing your opponent out of bounds 3 times in the same round, and he will be DQ'd. Good little banger here to start off the day. These guys are throwing full speed. Wow. Amazing defense from Beksan there in the red. So you can hear the timer in the background. It means no one has a truly dominant position, and if there's no progress, we'll stand him up. We're standing him up and resetting here for the out of bounds. But again, as you'll hear that timer beeping in the background, and you denoted by the referee's arm out to the side, it means we've started a 20-second timer. No one is in a truly dominant position or challenging for a legit submission. And if there's no improvements, we'll stand them back up. These guys keep on banging. Great knee up the middle. I believe we're discussing the out of bounds here and whether or not. Nope. So if you are engaged to your opponent, it does not count against you. Great spinning back fist there from Busha. Got a bit of an equipment issue. Ref says play on. Ooh, great kick there on the level change. And we got 30 seconds left in round 1 of 2. 2 3-minute rounds. We get to 5 minutes on the final day. But today it's action, action, action. These two both having success here in the first round. Ooh. A lot of trading going on here. Wow. Great kick to the body there from Busha. Heck of a first round to start off the day. And it really is indicative of what you're going to see for the rest of the day. We're in the round of 16 here in the 56 kg division. We'll have some quarterfinals for you later in the day. Basically, it's round of 16 in several different weight classes for you here. Gold medals on the line and potential for certain weight classes, potential trips to the Asian Games in Aichi, Nagoya, the Asian Indoor Games in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So these are very significant fights for these guys. I am fairly close to the red corner, so you may hear, there you go, you may hear some audio bleeding in. And these coaches here all week are really the unsung heroes. They've got several athletes to take care of. They really don't get a day of rest. This Olympic Village is an amazing experience when it's absolutely full of all these teams. You know, you think you might have some issues, but no, nothing but respect. These guys are all very hardworking individuals, and this is the goal. There we go. Round 2 of 2. If we're tied at the end of this round, we will have a 1-minute overtime to decide. Again, right back into the action for these two. Those body kicks are really working for Busha. Nice little combo from Busha. Great low kick. Heck of a start to this round for Busha. Nice counter there from Beksan. Nice little left. As you can see, with just 6 minutes to work here, these guys are going at it. Man, I don't envy the judges. Both of these guys are landing. Nice little check there from Beksan, but I don't think you can really check with the back of your knee. Got to be careful there. Exchanging 1-2s. Nice low kick there from Busha. Nice counter from Beksan. Great work by Beksan there. Wasn't able to secure the back. Likely got the 3 seconds of control time on a takedown, which you need to score with the judges. Great little trip there from Busha. Uh-oh, he's got to be careful, though. Landing shots from the bottom. Answered from the top. Bit of chaos here. Not enough of a dominant position for the referee as we prioritize action here. Let's get them back on their feet. And we got Kazakhstan in the red, China in the blue, and 30 seconds left to work for these guys. Great right hand right there from Busha. Great sprawl. Wow, the trip backfired for sure. It's not the way he wanted to end the round, but may have shook him off in time. That may not have scored for either gentleman. And we're going going to find out in a second. Because again, we have 2 3-minute rounds here on day 1 in the round of 16. And just listening to the coaches for a second here. Yep, let's see if we've got a winner after 2. Again, if we don't, we will go to a 1-minute overtime. And beyond that, for those following the rule sets here of our tournaments, and the reason for the 2 3-minute rounds is obviously we've got 3 days of action, and we go to 5 minutes for the finals. See what we got. First bout of the day, first decision. Kazakhstan had a tremendous amount of success in the youth division this week. Edged out only by Uzbekistan, who led the medal count here at home. It was a beautiful thing to see.
And the winner, on map B, is the red corner, Another one picked up from Kazakhstan by majority decision.
Okay. There's a lot of moving parts here. This is the first bout of the day.
The winner by majority decision.
I'm gonna have to. All right. Okay, there are 90 plus bouts here today. I'll get you clarification on that decision. There's a lot of plates to spin to have 2 mats going, 40 plus bouts. So we're going to tighten up the screws and make sure you get the accurate calls here on the results. Let me see what I can do for you. Just give me a moment. Alright, I'm back with a little bit of clarification for y'all. In our first bout, the decision actually went to Nazarov Beksan of Kazakhstan by decision, defeating Halai Busha from China. Kazakhstan continuing their role. And it really is a great regional rivalry in the best sense here. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan really bring the best out of each other in these competitions, and you can always expect them to be high in the medal count. Again, you'll see the athletes walking in the background over to mat A. I am calling mat B for you here. I've got modern MMA. Traditional MMA in the gi top, gi pants. Grabbing of the clothing is allowed. Also on stream on AMMA's YouTube channel at AMMA_media. And what you are going to see here is what is great about these events. We've got professionals competing that you may very well have seen before. In there right now, we've got Nazari Yusuf representing Afghanistan in the blue. Walking out now, could be a familiar face, Kritsada Kongkrichai representing Thailand in the red. Kritsada was a wrestling champion for the national Thai team. Transitioned to MMA with Full Metal Dojo in Thailand, leveled up to 1 championship. And here he is fighting for national gold and glory to bring home to Thailand. Both of these guys hoping to have made these long flights for a reason. The effort you're going to see here, it really is different than it's just a different quality effort. These guys aren't fighting for money right now. It's pride. We are, again, round of 16, 56 kg modern MMA men's division, Thailand, Afghanistan. Thailand in the red, Afghanistan in the blue. 2 3-minute rounds coming up here, so expect action. Looks like Yusuf's got the reach advantage. Crits at a great wrestling base. Great cut. That was incredible timing. Great takedown. We are out of bounds together. We're going to reset and get back at it. You'd have to imagine Kritsida in the red is aiming to set up a takedown. So far, Yusuf not making it easy for him at all. Our first clinch. See what he can do with it. Wow. Both fighters landing the Thai heavy with the kicks. Great boxing so far from Yusuf. You can see that high level wrestling from the Thai, but unreal trip there from Yusuf. Well done. Referee has, oh, now we're back to our feet. There's that wrestling. That may have been out of bounds. No. Certainly out of bounds, going to reset, but that may have been, that looked like he went out on his own. If you are tossed out on your own, not connected to your opponent, you only get 2 of those. The third one, you are out. Wow, great variation from both of these guys. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. He was essentially punched out of bounds. Now that is 1 of the allotted 3, the third, and you are done. We may have 2 already with 37 seconds left to go. Nope, 50-50. If you are even remotely connected to your opponent, it doesn't count. Not a lot of defense here. Both of these guys committed to just trading shots. Wow, great reversal there from Kong Srichai. This is where he wants to be. This is where he does his best work. He's got 13 seconds left to work. Elbows to the body are okay. No elbows to the head here today. Strikes are important there because you get the takedown, you get the score for the control. If you don't disengage, it does not continue to score. So those last couple of shots he threw in there to the face may have upped his personal score for that round, and we're going to wait and see how the judges saw it. Not a lot of time to download info on your opponent when you just got 2 3-minute rounds. So it's very important minute here in the corner for both of these guys. Very closely contested. Again, we've got Yusuf, Afghanistan in the blue, Kritsida for Thailand in the red. our second of 2 3-minute rounds. We're tied after 2, 1 minute overtime. All right. All 3 judges, 10-9 for the tie. Yeah, probably just a bit more varied approach. They both landed in that first round. I'm sure it was close. The ending of that round may have sealed it for the tie. Aggressive entrance there from Kritsida, but didn't quite get what he wanted. Still working it. Relentless pressure. Great knees up the middle from both of these guys. Great takedown. If 2 body parts are out of bounds, we are out of bounds. The referee does have a bit of discretion. Again, 56 kg men's, round of 16 here at AMMA 2026. Wow. Great action from both. Incredible trip from Yusuf there, but no control time. May or may not have scored. Driven out of bounds. About 90 seconds remaining for Yusuf to make up the ground. Lost the first round on all 3 judges, but it was close. And now they're just swinging and banging. Really impressive defense from Yusuf. These short rounds, you really do want to answer as many shots as you take quickly so it doesn't get lost with the judges scoring both fighters individually. Yeah. Tough position for Yusuf. He has heck of a reversal there at the border. Yusuf's really got to crank up the action here. He's got just under a minute to make up that first round. Really high-level performances from both of these guys. Both content to trade shots right here. Wow. Did everything right and just finds himself with his back took now. That was really, ingenious by Yusuf. It just didn't land the way he wanted. And now he could be going for a ride if he's not careful. And that's going to do it for round 2. See if Yusuf in the blue was able to make up for that narrow defeat in round 1. Anybody's guess here. I'm not sure if he did enough, but I like suspense, so let's find out together. Again, we are just here at bout number 2 of an unbelievable 48 on my Matt B. I've got all the modern MMA today. I may be the happiest person in the world. What you're hearing in the background, if that's bleeding through, is Matt A doing traditional MMA with the very cool sort of Cobra Kai karate gi tops, where grabbing of the clothing is allowed. And the reason for both disciplines here is obviously the modern MMA you completely recognize. There's so many of the countries in this region have a judo-esque or kurash, like here in Uzbekistan. So the gis, the throws, it really makes for an exciting style as well. Here we go. I think that's a completely reasonable decision. Heck of a fight. Kritsida, again, is an exceptionally high-level wrestler. He's dubiously somewhat credited during his stint at One Championship for being part of the reason they eventually outlawed suplexes. He is a very, very talented fighter, one to watch for the rest of the tournament as he moves on. I'm sure he is absolutely thrilled. Fantastic. Bout number 3 of 48 coming up, so I hope you've got your snacks and your refreshments and you've cleared your schedule. Those of you watching and listening right now, feel free to tell your friends. Feel free to share the stream around. Feel free to put both streams on at the same time. So much action. 90 plus bouts from the Martial Arts Hall here in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Up next, we got Uzbekistan versus the King. Oh, I think I've got my sheet may be wrong. Let me double check. Oh, yep, I've got Tajikistan and India in there. Fantastic. We are men's 56 kg, round of 16 again. Tajikistan coming in here in the red, and we got India in the blue. No grabbing of the clothing here in modern MMA. And again, if we go to the ground and no one is in a truly dominant position, we'll start a 20-second timer for you and stand them back up so that you at home get even more action.
The red corner. Kazakhstan.
Again, only 2 3-minute rounds, so expect it to start off right away. You don't want to fall in a hole here because there's not much time to get back, and you shouldn't really expect any fatigue from your opponent. And to no one's surprise, we're banging. Good in and outs. Nice left hook there.
Next up, on mat A, in the traditional MMA men's minus 65 kilograms weight category.
Wow, that was great timing. I'm impressed. He had the single quickly into the double before he was even on his back. Good little side control here. Arms are a bit tangled up, though. I'm not sure. Oh, we have a... Wow. Unreal. We're going to have to make sure the athlete is okay. But from my angle, I couldn't even see that go in. I can't imagine how tight that was if this is the result after only a few seconds. Wow. Kamalov Sayali. That is some really high-level stuff. I don't think he saw the shot coming. He was taken down almost with ease. And then Mano found himself in trouble quickly. You really do have to watch where that head goes if you're putting it to the side of your opponent. But, I mean, he did everything right. Those were great takedown. That choke came quick, and it was obviously tight when we have our first submission victory of the day. Kamalov Sayali, Tajikistan.
And your winner on mat B is the red corner, Kamalov Sayali from Tajikistan by submission.
Well done. Very well done by the young man from Tajikistan, who had a good amount of success. Tajikistan did in the first 3 days of the youth division. We saw our youth finals on the 20th, and now we are all adults, and shots to the head are totally allowed. And in the finals on day 3. So are knees to the head. Knees and elbows to the body, all good all day here. And if you're sticking with me on mat B, we're doing modern MMA. And you really do have the past, present, and future of MMA here. Like I said, we saw in bout number 2, former one championship fighter, Kritsida Kongsrichai from Thailand with a nice victory. We'll have some other pros going as we get through the card. It's really beautiful to see the pros come back and fight on the national level. You know, if you see, you know, when we see MMA in the Olympics, it's going to be because of events like this.
And in the red corner, Samanda Abdurakhmanov from Uzbekistan.
Here we go. We're going to have Uzbekistan in the red, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the blue. And we are sticking with the 56 kg men's modern MMA division. You see there is no downtime between these bouts. And if that's not fast enough for you, we have 2 streams and 90 plus matches today. So if you're an MMA fan, you should be a kid in a candy store right now. Hard to beat my vantage point. The only people with a better view are those of you watching at home. I really do love these opening days. The shorter bouts are so fun. It's hilarious. Like, just waiting for the first strike is usually hilarious. The lack of patience, because you know you need to get after it. Everyone takes almost a beat and then just starts swinging. Final instructions, a little bit of sportsmanship here. .22 countries and regions represented here. The 2026 AMMA Championships in Tashkent. Good stuff from Abdurakhmanov so far. Very springy. He looks, you know, like entirely ready to go. Nice kick to the body. Great kick to the body. Ibrahim going for a ride and on his back now. See what he can do from the ground. Certainly got the 3 seconds of control time there to score. See what else he can do. Wow, challenging that armbar. Ibrahim better be careful. Wow, great escape. He's giving up another arm though. Uh-oh. Angle's not right, but incredible D from Ibrahim there. Yeah, those overcommits on the armbar, if you don't get it, can really come back to haunt you, but Abdurakhmanov find himself on top again. Referee has indicated we are running a 20-second timer. If somebody doesn't gain a truly dominant position, we're going to stand them back up. Hard to see how deeply that choke is sunk in. It looks like he's inching his way out, but I'm sure he's not having any fun. Yep, he's halfway out. We've hit the 20-second timer. Let's stand him up and get more action. Why wouldn't you? Very even round now. Wow. Incredible high kick right to the face. Abdurakhmanov really hunting those submissions. Couldn't get the armbar, but he's got quite a triangle locked in right here. And he lost it. Transitions right to the armbar. Here we go again. Third armbar attempt of the first round. Ibrahim's been able to get out every time. Oh, I believe we have a tap. And we have another submission. Again, day one action is out of control here. We got 6 minutes in total to work. Only took Abdurakhmanov about 3. Heck of a performance. And that's the way in this tournament format. If you can get out in under a round, you're really conserving energy to fight. To compete possibly later in the day, possibly tomorrow, and possibly a third day.
And on the
Great performance.
From the red corner, Abdurakhmanov from Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan has been really, really impressive here. It's great. I mean, it's got to be added pressure when you invite the entirety of Asia into your home country. So these guys really, you're never letting anyone down if you go and give your best effort, but certainly not letting their countrymen down as they're just, they continue to roll. Had a pretty substantial lead over everyone else in the medal count in the youth division, and doing pretty good here today. Up next, we're going to have Pakistan and Iran. Again, if you're hearing the action in the background, that is Matt A. We have another stream up on YouTube, so feel free to put us both up. If you're a real fan, you'd have both streams on right now. And if you're a wonderful person, you'd happily tell your friends to tune in as well. This tournament format really is awesome. Sometimes you might think, oh, these are the lower stakes, I won't watch until the finals. Well, you're going to miss what these sort of all-action fights with the shorter time frame. And it gives you a chance to, some of these are going to be faces you haven't seen before. So just follow along for the next 3 days.
And in the red corner, Saqib Ahmad from Pakistan.
We're sticking with 56 kgs here. We got Pakistan in the red, Iran coming in now in the blue. Again, we're 56 kgs here now, and as the day progresses, we go up. We've got one more at 56 kg, then we head off into the 60 kgs. By the end of this stanza, we will be... No, I'll keep you informed. At least our first 19 here, we are going up in weight all morning. Couple of final adjustments, and we're about to get underway. 2026 Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships, Tashkent, Uzbekistan, live from the Olympic Village Martial Arts Hall.
And your winner on that day.
This really, this really is the best. if you get a chance to come to one of these events, you really should. Crowd's starting to fill in now. There'll be flags everywhere. It's insanely fun. I'm fortunate enough to be in the Olympic Village with these guys, so I get to see them all the time. And the discipline's amazing. You know, the first question I get is like, is there friction when you've got all these guys walking around? There's an entire village of hotels, but you've got multiple teams in each hotel. And sure, there's tension, but I wouldn't say friction. Everyone here is a pro. They've taken this very seriously. Nobody wants to get DQ'd at the hotel. So I really got to commend everybody here, the coaches in particular, all the athletes. And with all that said, now let's bang. This is what we came to do. Again, we only got 2 3-minute rounds to work here. Let's see who can get off first. Pakistan in the red, Iran in the blue. We've got an official checking on something with one of the judges right now. Probably just making sure we've got an accurate result from the previous bout before we set it in stone and move on. Here we go. Yes.
Next up, on mat A.
Wow.
Traditional MMA men's minus 65 kilogram weight.
And I think that's what Hadi was looking for when he rushed across the mat like that. Great play from Muhammad there. Muhammad flowing really well right now. Yep, those blows are important. Wow. Jump in the rear choke right out of the gate. A bit too aggressive there, lost it. Clearly comfortable with the submission game. Throwing up legs all over the place. Wow. Hadi better be careful. Wow. I'm not sure he's getting out of this, but if it's not a real threatening choke, then we'll stand him back up. We're not here to watch him play Twister. The verbal command of "Are you okay?" is an automatic 2 points. It essentially means you're being dominated so hard that the referee needs to make sure you're all right. I love the AMMA rules. They're so good. Especially the way they change over the 3 days. I mean, I cannot believe he's actually okay in that position. Oh, you can see the air. That was a great angle. There you go. Perfect adjustment from Muhammad right there. He used gravity. Uh-oh. He got out, and we're going to stand him up. Very fortunate there for Hadi. Nice knee up the middle. Whole different Hadi since he's back on his feet now. Great sprawl. Great timing on the shot, but those are some fast reflexes for Muhammad there. Now everybody's landing. Ooh, nice overhand right from Muhammad. Great timing on the takedown. I don't know how he did that. The timing was perfect. The ability of Muhammad to get those legs back while throwing is really impressive. Great sprawl. Yeah, I mean, it was a rough couple of minutes for Hadi in the beginning, but he's doing great now. Now Muhammad in trouble. Wow. Chaos. 20 seconds left at work here. He's done a lot to get this round back. Wow. The tale of two halves here. Nice strikes from the top. Very interesting. I'm curious to see how the judges score this. So, Hadi did find himself nearly submitted for much of at least the first minute of that round. But how do you score that as a judge? Muhammad was wise enough to throw in some strikes while he had him in the submission, which will likely score, but you can't just keep scoring the same position as he's attempting to tighten it. You know, we need a disengagement and a new move if we're going to have, the judges officially score that in that round. So let's see what we got here. Either way, that was a heck of a comeback for Hadi. Began that first round with a sprint across the mat at his opponent, and then instantly found himself tripped and flat on his back and being mercilessly choked. Couldn't have started any worse, and he couldn't have ended any better, short of a submission or a KO. Interesting. Hadi's not getting much coaching here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Muhammad's coach aggressively giving him instructions and adjustments. Hadi appears way more casual in the corner. I think they like what they saw in the second half of that round. He just made that early mistake, so maybe if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of go with what you've been doing here in the second half of the first. There we go. Round two. Ooh. We had... No, they showed me the wrong... Those weren't the right scores. Okay. Both have great takedown defense. Wow, jumping that gilly and it's, wow, he might have got it in there. That looks tight now. Referee watching closely. I think he's halfway out. That's why the ref's got the timer running. Great job by the ref. Hadi raining down blows from the top. That was the 20-second timer. Let's stand them back up and let's continue to bang. Both of these guys are just setting up the takedown. They haven't been on their feet for more than a few seconds at a time. It's who can secure the takedown with their feints and the occasional blow. But these guys clearly love to wrestle and choke. Interesting escape there. Not where you want to be if you're Hadi. Yep. Like I said, if you don't have the sub, you really need to start landing some shots, or you're not going to score as much as you think you are. Great escape by Hadi. Wow, that's a rough position for Muhammad. Yeah, and Hadi wisely gave it up for more, so I can get some more points here. Dropping these bombs from the top. Muhammad's really going to need to do something here to get this round. Hadi choosing the path of least resistance by getting out of bounds to get the reset, to get back in the middle. He had a great sequence there. He just lost it, and then he got out of bounds. It was brilliant. The fact that they stand him up at all is kind of hilarious. It's a takedown contest right now. That arm-in choke is tight and annoying, but I'm not sure he's in any real danger. Yep, and he just let it go. Throwing up an armbar with 6 seconds left. Yep, Won't hurt to that takedown with only a few seconds left. Kind of ill-advised. Maybe try and land another significant blow and get another point. But if you only got a few seconds left, you're not getting a takedown. You're not getting control. You're not scoring. That was awesome. That was awesome. Honestly, Hadi couldn't have started that fight any worse. And it was maybe a little bit of overconfidence. I just don't think he saw the type of trip that he ended up seeing, and flat on his back, caught in a lot of trouble, worked his way out, and may have worked his way to a victory. So confusing. What do we got here? One way or another, we are split. But I think we may have a majority. I'm going to wait for the mathematicians and the MC to call it. Ooh, no, we're going one more. Lightning round. Yes. We did not have a majority, so we are doing one minute overtime round. And expect some takedowns. Unless these guys have decided to change up their style, we're going to see somebody shoot in about 2 seconds. These guys are so evenly matched. It's like fighting your own shadow. Ooh. No knees to the head here in the first round. When we get to the finals, knees to the head are good to go. So, wise by the ref to catch that early. Got a warning. Both of these guys are super committed to the takedown. It never goes the way that the offensive fighter thinks it's going to go. Every single time they're essentially getting caught by their opponent. And then they just scramble on the ground to see who's going to win. Very nice D. Very well done catching that kick, driving him out of bounds. That's likely going to score, even though there's no out of bounds penalty for either fighter. It's clear who was dominant in that situation. Wow. Wow. So much fun. Really, doesn't get better than this. So you think that 3-minute rounds are fun, then you get to an overtime, 1 minute, and I mean, this you can see right here. You can see from Hadi's reaction how much pride is here, how much is riding on each of these bouts. You've been training for years. Been training even harder for the last few months. You're making the trip here to Uzbekistan. I get it. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to hang your head about. I get the heartbreak. I really understand it. Well done. Yep, took all 3 judges that round. Good stuff. I love the system again. There's no majority. Let's run it back for a minute and see if we can get some clarity. And believe it or not, we even have a way to determine a winner if there's no majority after the 1 minute round. We go to the weigh-ins in the morning. Whoever was the lighter fighter in the morning will take the win if there's a tie after the overtime. If they weighed in at the exact same weight, we take them out back and we weigh them again. This is the best. Again, if you're hearing noise in the background, that is Mat A, Traditional MMA. It is also streaming on YouTube at AMMA_media. And you'd be looking for Mat A if you want traditional, with Andy Whitelaw on the call. You've got me, Luke Welling, here with Mat B, modern MMA. More than 45 bouts to get through today, so we are just going to keep on cranking as we move on to bout number 6. What do we got here? Nice. We've got the Philippines in the red, Chinese Taipei in the blue. We are still in the men's 56 kg division. And again, we only have 2 3-minute rounds. So these guys better get to work in a hurry. 6th bout of the day. We're aiming to do 48 for you. These guys are quick. Nice to see some striking after our last exceptionally grappling heavy match.
The winner is the blue corner, from Iran.
Winnie is fast as lightning.
Committed by
She's going to need to commit a little bit more, though. Coming up very empty on a lot of these strikes. But certainly not allowing Iju to get much going. Great takedown from Iju there. We're out of bounds. Nothing much doing, so we're going to reset and get back at it.
next up.
We are in the round of 16 portion of the 56 kg men's. Yep. Ref wants some more work, as do I, as I'm sure do you at home. And we'll give it to you. Boom, nice head kick. Didn't come with a lot of power, but I'm sure the judges saw it. There you go. You got to stay in the danger zone to score. It's nice to see Winnie's moving in a bit more. Iju's still trying to figure it out.
And in the red corner,
Iju may be trying to just set up a takedown. Pretty low volume with the striking from Iju so far. But again, he might not be able to see when he in and out. He's so fast. Great low kick from Iju, but he ate a pretty solid left from Winnie. About 40 seconds to work here in round 1 of 2. Nice, ref. Let's get some action. Oh, ha! Sneaky head kick from Winnie. Bit of a wild scramble there. That is the danger of being able to get your leg up that high. It's pretty easy to take you off the other one. Nice kick to the body. Ooh, nice little side kick from Iju there. Where was that? Yeah, Iju's had enough. That was great. You know, that may go to Winnie. That wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. We'll see what the judges have to say. By the end of that round, Iju had had enough. Not playing around. I think he's just going to sort of walk through the fire to catch him because he is so quick. I'm not sure there's any other way to do it. Curious to see what the coaches have to say here. Both guys had some success Again, I think Winnie potentially more. And he may be entirely happy with his game plan. I think it's Iju who's got to make the most adjustments here. Yep, and wasn't unanimous, but Winnie took 2 of the judges, all 10-9s. 1 judge saw it for Iju. It's hard to tell how many of those, especially kicks, were really landing. And dual low kicks. Iju's doing a pretty good job of checking those now. He's got a very nice timing, nice takedown, ate a few to get in there. It's commitment, ladies and gentlemen. Winnie wisely getting himself out of bounds to get the reset. Exchanging blows to get the takedown for Iju might be the path to victory here if he's going to find one. Wow, great takedown. He needs to work. He needs to score some points here. Yeah, I mean, he really needs to get a bit more aggressive, and that's why we're standing him up. Not much going on down there. Again, it wasn't unanimous in the first round, so he's essentially got 2 points to make up. You know, you don't have to throw out your entire strategy, but you better start coming with it. Exchanging low kicks. Ref's going to want some more work here in a second.
And in the red corner, Al-Mohammed Saud from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
1 minute to go. Iju's just got to go for broke. Winnie looks like he's just executed his game plan perfectly. Aside from getting taken down a couple of times, we could just see another 2 judges see it the same way. Get a unanimous, but get ourselves a majority decision. If this looks very similar to the first round, I think you got to be telling your fighter to sell out here. If you're in the blue corner, out of bounds once. I mean, hey, there's a path to victory. If he can get him out of bounds 2 more times here, he'll be able to take it. Yep, and it appears to maybe the strategy. Where was this aggression early in the round? He's a phenomenal wrestler. He's great with the takedowns. When he's an exceptionally strong opponent, he's practically getting manhandled once they get into the grappling. Oh, very, very nice defense with that choke there. Could be able to wind down the end of the round if he can hold that. Iju really wants to posture up, try and land a few blows that score here, because these are crucial seconds. And there we go. We'll see what happens. We had a majority first round, not unanimous. Let's see if we have a winner here after 2, or if we're going to need to go to overtime. Man, I love the mat format. I can see your vantage point at home, and again, no obstructions, no cage walls, no ring ropes, all action. And if you can see the cameraman, he is on essentially a motorized scooter. He's got a sweet camera rig. He's half man, half machine is what it takes to bring you these amazing angles. We obviously had some sort of rousing spectacle of a victory over there on Mat A, which again is also streaming live if you want to open them both up and have a real good time. We are going a 1 minute overtime. this might really suit Iju if he can just get after it. There you go. Wow. Yep, that's not where Winnie wants to be right now. The majority of the bout on the feet was really favoring Winnie. And now with just 40 seconds to go, this is rough. Yeah. Full domination here for the overtime. Wow. Essentially Winnie's worst nightmare. Oh! One heck of a result. He needs to really drop those hammers now. He needs to make this significant. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love the effort. I don't know. I'm glad I'm here talking to you folks at home and I'm not a judge. So far we've had a little bit of everything. We've had subs, we've had close decisions, we've had overtimes, and we are only in bout 6 of 48 that I'll be calling for you here today on Mat B. Man, that is rough. Let's see what we got.
From Uzbekistan.
Everybody anxiously awaiting this one. Yeah, I mean, sometimes maybe you conserve a little bit too much in an attempt to make it to the further rounds and on to the finals because, you know, Winnie was doing great, but maybe if he brought a little bit more power, we wouldn't be here in an overtime. You know, I think that's how you ended up with the majority decisions in the rounds. You know, essentially, I think he, you know, dominated from like an aesthetic point, but maybe not bringing enough heat for the judges, and you know, those takedowns are significant. So, let's see what the judges think, and who will move on in our men's 56 kg division. Wow. Now we really have had a little bit of everything. So I don't know if you could hear the announcer at home, but in our overtime round, we had a tie. So we went, and you immediately move to, if there are any fouls or penalties, then the opponent with the least of those will take the victory. Since there were no fouls or penalties, we go to the weights in the morning, and that's what tipped the scales for the fighter from the Philippines to take the victory there, and he is amped. It doesn't get any closer than that, and I think that's I think I just made a literal statement. That was wild. Yeah, man, you really got to bring it. I think Iju's going to be kind of kicking himself for not just going all out, full football tackle, whatever it takes to get him to the ground. Yep. Now we move on to bout number 7, and we've got maybe the best name. I mean, obviously it's all just subjective, but I think, you know, we've got Warrior Vishnu from India in the red versus Basahil Malik from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the blue. Some final instructions before we get into our 2 3-minute rounds. We have moved up to 60 kgs, round of 16 here in Tashkent. Here we go. Not a lot of time to fill out your opponent here. Got to get at it. Looks like Malik may be waiting to set up a takedown here. Here we go. Great D by Warrior. Better watch out for that takedown again. Nice in and out 1-2 from Malik there. Great little flurry there. Harder than it looks to keep punching and cover that much ground. There it is. You just get a sense that that's what Malik is really looking for. All the rest of it is just to set you up, score some points, of course. See what Vishnu can do. Yeah, there you go. You want to answer as many as you can. You don't want to see the round start to get away from you. Great job staying on his feet there. Nice hook. Nice right from Malik. Malik didn't see that coming at all, but Vishnu struggling to complete that takedown. He kind of got the worst of it. Yeah, I mean, he had to escape that way. And now look where we are. Full mount from Malik. Over a minute to work. Getting up the back a little bit, but he's doing it. Oh, great job. Great job. He was dominated for a second, gave up the back for a second, shrimped his way out of there. I mean, you don't want to be here, but it could have been worse, and now it is. I think we've got the arm in there, but that's it. Oh, yeah. Great job of just not giving up by Vishnu. Pure effort, a little bit of ingenuity to get out of these positions, and now he's mounted again, and there's his back, and we got 38 seconds to work. Can he do it again? Can he get out again? Yeah, now he's got his... Great job by Malik to try and get Vishnu's legs and feet off the ground. Yep, Vishnu's eaten a few to try and get this position changed. Eaten more than a few, to be honest. Great knee to the body. Very nice by Malik. Impressive round for Malik. Really impressive round for Malik. Great scrambles and escapes from Vishnu. This one's fun. Yeah, Malik showed a bit of everything, but it's definitely got to be careful with Vishnu. His scrambles are really impressive. He's been able to get out of a bunch of really tight positions. It's not just effort. It's just, he's turning in the right direction. He's giving up on, a position when it's not there. It's going to be interesting to see what his coach has to say. Got 1 minute to try and figure out what you can do better come here in round 2. Not a lot Malik could have done better, but he's certainly having to work for it. With a name like Warrior, you know this guy's not going quietly.
In the blue corner, Al-Rashid from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Yep. You can hear the Indian coach. He's calling for more, like, put some more mustard on those strikes. You know, boy. Nice right up the middle from Malik. It was a fastball. Great trip. Now, can he find a way to control Vishnu, which has been tough? Oh! Wow. Amazing escape from Vishnu. Here he is again. Very crafty on the ground. You know, Malik's finding himself in the more dominant positions, but the ref is not seeing enough here, and we might get him stood back up unless Vishnu can start really some scoring here from the top. Yeah. Yeah, that was such an opportunity. Oh, now he's fully mounted, and his back is giving up, and his legs are off the ground. His face is against the mat. Can he do it again? Watch the back of the head. I mean, great flowing from Malik, but. Yep, that's fair. I'm sure Warrior would have liked to continue. That's a lot of unanswered blows. Your head is right there on the mat, too. You're kind of getting it from both sides. You're getting, the mat into your face. Your opponent's fist into the side of your head. But I like Vishnu. I'm going to follow this cat. Very scrappy. He's got some stuff to go work on, but don't we all?
The red corner. The blue corner. By TKO.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we've got a number of announcers going, 35 cameras, 1 million referees, judges, and our announcers having a couple issues, but there was really no doubt there, obviously. We got a TKO. Great job by Malik. And he spent a lot of energy. Vishnu made him work. When you got a tournament format and you've got more bouts coming up, it's good to get the W, but conserving as much energy as you can is also huge. We'll have bout number 8 walking out for you momentarily. We're going to do men's 60 kg yet again, and we're going to see Afghanistan take on Kazakhstan. And I mean, I'm sure if you're watching, you are having a great time. But what you hear in the background yet again is Mat A. If you want to have an even better time, you just open 2 windows and put on both streams and pretty much have the time of your life. Mat A's got the traditional men's MMA, and it rocks. Gi tops, grabbing of the clothing. You can grab a guy by a collar, pull him into you, and uppercut him right in the face. It's wonderful. And again, the real reason that we have both is that the modern MMA is more akin to what you see on the professional level all around the world. And if you want a career in professional MMA, that's likely the discipline for you. I mean, and we got pros in both divisions here. But the traditional with the gi tops is because of there's so many disciplines, especially in Asia, like judo or kurash here in Uzbekistan, that involve the gi, the throws, sambo-esque type martial arts. And I am right here sandwiched in between both mats, and it is unbelievable. Here we go. Khalil from Afghanistan in the red. Ilzat representing Kazakhstan in the blue. Kazakhstan came in second to Uzbekistan in the medal count of our youth division the first 3 days of the 2026 Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships here in Tashkent. We take a 1-day break and we are back here for you today. Already gotten through 8 bouts because we just keep it moving. The one thing we haven't seen here today are any challenges. Coaches have a red card. You see a lot more of in the youth division because there's more things you're not allowed to do in the youth division, and it's very responsible of your coach to make sure that, give those kids the best chance possible. So if there's a blow to the head in the youth division that didn't get called, you have the opportunity to throw your red card. Our officials will look at it on the monitor and see if you are correct. We don't like flukes here. We like getting things correct. We've yet to see any type of challenge here in the adults division, which is, sort of par for the course. But as we try to get through our 19 morning fights of our 48 in total here today, I won't be surprised if we see someone challenge something. There's a lot riding on this, and it's one way the coaches can help their athletes aside from just advice. Again, Afghanistan in the red, Kazakhstan in the blue. Clearly a lot of respect between these two. Both keeping the guard up high. Nice little low kick. Tried to answer. Not sure if he did. Oof. That one landed. Nice little 1-2. Wow. A little bit of everything here in the opening minute. Khalil ending up on top. Not much doing. He really need to posture up, try and land some blows, score some points. Referee instantly threw the arm out and we started the 20-second timer. A few more seconds to work here for Khalil and we're going to get stood back up. Solid D from Ilzat there. Not a lot of scoring in that. That's why we stand him back up. Khalil woof. I don't know if we had a loss of balance or if there maybe was a shot to the head, but Khalil is now not where he wants to be. Ilzat doing work. really impressive sequence from Ilzat. Nice trip. Who's going to get the best of this? There we go. That's a wise decision. That position was just chaotic. And took him to the border, got himself a reset. Wow. Ilzat is a tornado at the moment. Oh, narrowly missed that. Very precarious position for Khalil here, but he doesn't seem rattled at all. Clearly not much doing down there, and the ref isn't impressed either, so let's stand him up. Let's get going. Khalil striking from the outside is impressive, but he's really got to be careful. Ilzat is a terror if he gets him on the ground. All right. All right. Let's see what kind of adjustments these dudes make. These boys really bang for 60 kgs.
In the blue corner, Bout from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, it's the rangy kickboxing style of Khalil. It's fantastic, but you better not get out of position, because Ilzat is an animal who is coming for you. I'm not sure how I coach Khalil going into this round. If you're going to have sort of exotic rangy strikes, you better land them. There you go. That's nice. Boxing combos. Yeah, watch that. Don't get that kick caught, or you're going for a ride. Yep, and remember, you're going in and out if you're Khalil. And the out's going to be important, or you're going to be on your back in a minute. Nice. Well done by Khalil. Great combos. Nice head kick. He's looking great right now. Woof, where'd that come from? Ah! Great sprawl, great D. Oh, look, he was going for an old school body slam, which is legit. Nice little uppercut there from Ilzat. Nice overhand right, but well defended by Khalil. Oh! That was perfectly timed. And it started in the center of the mat, and we end up out of bounds, so well played by Khalil to not allow that to be a takedown. Oh! We have our first shot to the groin. Looks significant. Hopefully he's okay. Gonna give him a little time to get it back together. Did not look intentional. These guys are really dynamic. This stuff's gonna happen. You start a strike, your opponent may be one place, and when you end that strike, he may be in another, and this kind of stuff will occur. But we're gonna allow Ilzat the time he needs. It's an important minute and a half here, so definitely take your time, bro. You let us know when you're ready, and then we are gonna bang. Yeah, yep. You know, that clearly had an effect. And just a warning for Khalil. Definitely don't want to let it happen again. That was wise by Ilzat. He's not playing around anymore. I'm not sure about that spinning back kick, but the rushing right in. Just don't let Khalil get warm. He's slick. Yeah, don't give him that kind of time. The kickboxing attack from Khalil is really impressive, and just the sort of all-out aggression attack from Ilzat has been successful in countering it. Kind of got to go, and that takes a lot of energy. Exchanging blows here. Ilzat looking at the clock. Got 45 seconds here in round 2 of 2. Expect another shot here. I'd imagine he'd like to try and get his... Nah, maybe there's not enough time in his eyes. But yeah, there's 30 seconds left. You start raining... Oop, got himself caught in a choke. Pretty just sort of defensive choke from Khalil here. And if Ilzat can posture up and score some points from the top here, it might be really significant. And clearly Khalil is aware. Oh, great escape. We are now in a bit of an awkward position, but that was really well done by Khalil. Groin strike in that match was really unfortunate. I mean, they're always unfortunate, but that was it didn't seem to be as close post groin strike as it was pre. Let's see what the judges have to say.
And your winner, for Matt B.
All right. One way or another, we do have a decision. We don't have another overtime.
By split decision, the blue corner, from Kazakhstan.
Wow. Wow. I talk for a living. I'm not a judge, so I'm not going to judge the judges. But Khalil seems disappointed and absolutely shocked. And I can relate. I, too, am a bit shocked. The Ilzat's defense was pretty sound. So, you know, as beautiful as a lot of those punches and kicks were, maybe the judges see them as having been defended, blocked with the glove, checked with the shin. But Khalil is devastated right now. Heck of a performance. As much as he's not taking the W here, I mean, he's impressed a lot of people here this week. That man has got a future. He is, yeah, I mean, he is still on the side of the mat. The passion is really commendable. These guys work so hard. And if you think you have it, if you confidently think you have it, and he's not crazy for thinking so, and then you hear that result, you've traveled all the way here, it's truly the agony of defeat. But that young man will live to compete another day, and I want to be there to watch him. We're sticking at 60 kgs, and we've got Iran and Kyrgyzstan going at it. We've got Kyrgyzstan in the red, Iran in the blue. Round of 16 in the men's 60 kg modern MMA division. I'm Luke Welling. I've got Matt B for you here, and I've got 48 fights to get you through. I've got 19, I believe, here this morning before we take a little break. And you do have none other than Andy Whitelaw on Matt A. If you want to open 2 windows and watch 2 streams, we've got you covered here at AMMA. Head on over to AMMA's YouTube channel at AMMA_media. And, maybe have the best MMA day of your life. This is pretty much the Asian MMA Super Bowl here in Uzbekistan. And the only people with better seats than I have are those of you watching at home. And there we go, bout number 9. Kyrgyzstan, Iran. Kyrgyzstan in the red, Iran in the blue. Let's do this. Two 3-minute rounds and a 1-minute overtime if we need it. Interesting approaches here. Amin is cheeky. And Dastan looks to be all a business. Oh, chaos. Nice knee up the middle from Dastan. Great scramble by Dastan. Not going exact. Whoa, we're going for a ride. That's a strong dude. Really impressive there by Amin. What do we got going on here? We have a mouse guard out. Oh, we need a doctor. We've got some blood around the eye of Dastan here, and the ref caught that right away. That's a rough way to start the tournament. You're 90 seconds into possibly being here for 3 days, and you are gushing blood. But we have crack medical staff here. And we're going to make sure it doesn't get any worse than it has to. Referee right on top of that, which is great. And it was the perfect time to sort of disengage the two. There wasn't much going on at that moment. Very interesting start to this bout. Man, when these guys are this fresh on day one and they know they're only, 2 3-minute rounds, there's been so many good scrambles. Every time someone seems to have the perfect takedown technique, his opponent is just so amped and skillful, they're able to just sort of reverse it. Like, it's just been chaos on so many of these takedowns. It's not going according to plan for a lot of these guys, and you got to really think on the fly, make adjustments, be able to work your way out of difficult positions. Yep, and we are cleaning up the mat here. Get back to our beautiful aesthetic. Off the amazing AMMA logo. And Again, you've seen fighters, if you've seen competitors walk out in the background, it is because they are heading on over to Mat A. Feel free to tune into Mat A as well on our AMMA YouTube channel, and you will find traditional MMA in the gi, and you can choke with the gi, you can throw with the gi, and you can pull your opponent into your strikes with the gi. It's a good time. I'll be taking you through the entire modern MMA division. We are in 60 kgs at the moment. We've got a couple more, and then we move up to 65 and on to 71. And then I think we're going to take a little break, but we've got 10 more bangers for you here in our morning session. So don't go anywhere. Unless you're heading to the fridge for a snack or a beverage, you're going to want to be here for a while. All right. Great job by the ref. Great job by the medical staff. Here we go. Let's do it again. Second half of round one here. Really even so far. No, maybe going for a ride again. Oh, now dragging him down. That's great. Yeah, a bit more conservative. Again, the slam will get the judges, but you never know how it's going to end up. You could be on bottom all of a sudden. Pretty solid control from Dastan here. And he lost it. Nice knee up the middle there from Amin. That was interesting. The trip was right there. Dastan saw it, sprawled, picked up his leg, reversed it, and here we are. Wow. It's obviously an armbar, but it's kind of a crazy position. He almost had a chicken wing there. What is going on here? Yeah, he might want to get out of there and reset. I think he thought he had it more than he did. Yep. Yeah, the ref has discretion here. I'm not going to let you put your pinky out of bounds and get reset. And Dastan is leaking again a little bit here, but good timing. We'll get him cleaned up. Get him cleaned up for round two. Make sure he's okay. Bedlam in there. Yeah, I mean, these guys are all so talented and they're so fresh. Very little is going according to plan for everybody. And these round breaks are crucial while trying to work out a strategy. I don't even, I think, what do I do if I'm Amin? Maybe attempt to avoid the takedown, win the striking battle. They're both awesome, but he's got a bit of a reach advantage. And it's been pure chaos on the ground, kind of a coin toss you'd give it to. Let's see what the judges think. Yeah, and these guys are both, again, for day one, these both guys are working hard. No matter who advances, they're definitely paying for it. No problem. Everyone's so polite here in Uzbekistan. I don't know if you heard that very nice little excuse me. It was someone delivering more gauze, which of course, don't mind me. Let's take care of the guys. Okay. Round 2 of 2. And here we are. Nice knee up the middle from Amin. Nice knee from Dastan. Every takedown is chaos. Oh, that's a nice position from Amin here, though. But Dastan's going to work his way out. It's a nice strike from the top there. He's standing him up, you know. But again, with the referee's discretion, he didn't let him get half a hand out before he stopped it, and Amin was able to land a hammer from the top. Woof. Dastan's certainly making Amin work, and he might be slowing down a bit. This could be a real opportunity for Dastan. Nice left hand. Spinning back chaos, a bit of a head clash. Nice little takedown and a nice little breather that it looks like Amin might need. Obviously, Dastan is strong like bull, and it appears to be wearing on Amin. Yeah, and this is like kind of not where you want to be if you're either of these guys. Not a lot of scoring if you're down. And maybe Amin's happiest with this position. Seems like you need a little bit of respite. But no one really advancing. There you go. Now Amin probably scoring here from the top before we're going to get a reset. Crafty up. We've got our first challenge. Yellow card thrown up from the blue corner. We're going to take a moment and see if there's any validity to the challenge. There we go. Now we've had just about everything. We've had subs, we've had decisions, we've had chaos, we've had overtimes, we've had ties where we had to go to the scale, and now we've had our first challenge of the day, which I love. It adds to the drama, but also nobody likes a fluke victory. Nobody likes something you can look back on and see that, well, there was an obvious missed call. So frustrating. Seriously doing their absolute best to get it correct. If there's something, let's say you're a coach, your challenge is denied, but you think you've got a very, very serious case. There's also an arbitration process. We can go into backstage where we will draw 3 new judges from our pool of officials to adjudicate. If they view the bout the same way the original judges did, then you've lost your challenge. If they disagree, we're not overturning yet. We're now going to get another 3 judges to review so that we make sure that there's a majority decision. Here we go, final 1:15 of the second round here. And it's been a bit nuts. I guess now if I'm Dastan, the next time I have an opportunity for a slam, I'm tossing this dude. See? Every takedown has just resulted in madness. Wow. That was impressive by Amin. This is rough for Dastan. You don't want to be here. Well played, though. Avoiding all those strikes that were about to score on him in practically an instant. Changed the position, found the border, got the reset. Amin very craftily here seems to be dragging out these moments to kind of get some air back in his lungs, get a little bit of gas back in his tank. And we are in our final 10 seconds. A fairly close bout. I'm thinking Amin may have done enough to take the victory home for Iran. But if I'm wrong, it wouldn't be the first time, so let's wait for the judges. Red corner here, definitely keeping their fighter alert and active anticipating that there may be a 1-minute overtime round. I'm getting hit with the spray a bit. Not a problem for me. It's the kind of stuff I'm willing to do to bring you folks at home the action. And honestly, I'm having the time of my life. Oh, and we've got a decision after 2.
Your winner on map B by majority decision is the blue corner.
And he takes it for Iran here in the round of 16.
From Afghanistan.
Here we go, Thailand in the blue. Uzbekistan in the red.
And in the red corner.
Very Thai posture from Nadawat. Trying to inch his way into striking distance. He's got that leg cocked back and ready to go. He's got a very tough dude in front of him who very well might be setting up a shot. A lot of respect from both of these dudes, obviously. Nobody trying to make the first mistake. Nice right there from a Turmerov. Turmeradov with a pretty significant reach advantage here, and he's utilizing it very well so far. That was a nice counter uppercut. Nadawat's going to have to figure out that range to have any success here. He doesn't appear to be setting up a shot. And Turmeradov is having a lot of success. Wow, great timing, great takedown from the Thai there. Yep, that's clearly good coaching there. It's good to see all these regions evolve. Obviously, the Thais are known for their striking, and say the Uzbeks a bit more for their wrestling. That was a bit of a role reversal there. Another one eating a shot coming in there. Being dragged down now. Wow, crafty by both. Another one eating a lot of shots here in round one. We're going to take down here right on the border. Let's see, are we going to go? Is another one going to get dragged in, or is he going to drag Atamuradov out? And we're going to reset. We're out of bounds. Curious to see how the judges saw this. I mean, both guys had some success. Couple of vicious strikes. Oh, that head kick at the end. Wow. That's a way to finish off that combination. Nadawat is clearly a bit dazed here. Yeah, it's that last shot you don't see coming. I'd like to see a replay, but it was a bit of a 1-2, and then the 3 was the head kick that clearly Nadawat didn't defend. Nadawat's back was to me. I didn't get a chance to see how flush that landed, but I could see the results. Kind of slowly found his way to the mat. Now, until that blow, yep, 10-9 across the board for Uzbekistan here. See if Nadawat found his, shook off all those cobwebs and can make some adjustments here, because he's down on all 3 cards. Ref calling for more action. Another significant left to the head from Atamuradov. This Uzbek crowd is going nuts. He certainly got that locked in, but I think Nadawat's hand is stuck in there. Oh, that's going to do it. That was impressive. Powerful dude is Firdaz Atamuradov. Not an ounce of fat on Nadawat. He's an impressive athlete. And, he just got handled by the local Uzbek fighter. Crowd is thrilled.
And the winner on that beat by submission is the red corner, Firdaz Atamuradov from Uzbekistan.
And that's how you want to do it in this tournament format. Get in and out as quickly as you can. That's wise. That first round, fairly even until that head kick, and then I think he sort of smelled the blood in the water, and when he saw that choke, locked it in, got the submission, got out of there with the victory. Still looks pretty fresh, ready to go for the rest of the tournament. I believe we are on bout number 11 of the 19 in our morning session, but we've got 3 sessions today, and I've got 48 fights to take you all through. So, again, if you haven't cleared the rest of your schedule, you probably should, and we've got 3 days of this, culminating on day 3 with the finals. Right now, we're going to see Philippines versus Chinese Taipei. We've got Philippines in the red, Chinese Taipei in the blue. Alipio Denzel versus Chong Li. Men's 60 kg division. I'm Luke Welling. I've got you here on Mat B all day. Mat A, you may hear in the background, traditional men's MMA. Andy Whitelaw's got you covered, and we are also streaming live from AMMA on YouTube. At AMMA_media. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 3-minute rounds, so expect the action right away. Wonderful sportsmanship. Here we go. I'm going to have to set that takedown attempt. I'm going to have to set that up a little bit better. That was pretty obvious. And he did. Great job on the single there. Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get him to the ground? Nice knee up center. Working his way out of bounds kind of wisely there. Let's get a little reset and get back after it. Yeah, that second takedown attempt was pretty slick, actually. Kind of unorthodox style from Denzel here, but man, it works. Not sure what I'd do if I'm Lee with what I've seen to this point. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just win the 50-50 battle. Yeah, that's going to be rough. Those are significant. Better find a way out of there quick. Yeah, Denzel seemed adamant about taking this to the ground and not paying off for him so far. But if we don't see more action, we're going to stand these guys right back up. Because we love action here, and we love you watching at home almost as much as we love the safety of these athletes. So, you know, this rule set's the best to take everything into account. Again, we're in the round of 16 here in the 60 kg division. I love watching Denzel. It's a really unique style. He hasn't been anywhere Lee thought he was going to be. But both of these guys need to score more. Nice. Not a lot of power, but it landed. And there haven't been many shots landing here in this. Another cheeky single leg attempt from Denzel. Don't think he's given Lee all that much to worry about. The timing on that's incredible. Like, I don't know. I'd maybe just try an absolute. Nothing's there. That was okay. It's a nice attempt to sort of drag him down. Maybe drive him straight back. You're getting that single leg so frequently, and throw him out of bounds 3 times, and the fight is yours. Need some adjustments. Going to need to see a little more action here from both of these guys. They are engaging, but not a lot of scoring aside from that. When Lee had Denzel on his back, was able to land a few strong shots to the face. Those were significant. The rest of this is kind of 50-50. Yeah, I mean, I think if I'm the Philippines coach, I'm going to encourage my fighter to try, because he's getting that single leg all the time. See what happens, you drive him straight back. And then everything else is about probably bringing more thunder. Yep, you're down on all 3 judges' scorecards at this point. Lee taking round 1, 10-9 across the board. Got a little bit of ground to make up. I honestly do love his style. It's pretty unique. And, he drops straight down for that single leg. He's not really coming in. He gets in and then goes straight down. He'll have it again in a second probably. Can he make more use of it? Both playing it pretty conservative here. And it might just be a round 1 approach. If you're hoping to podium, you got to conserve a little bit of something. Nobody wants to hear me talking. They want to hear the banging.
The red corner, from the Philippines.
This might be an occasion where a referee could tell these fighters to work. Any 5 seconds without action is called passivity, and it is supposed to inspire the work command from the referee. And Denzel, there we go, ref.
Next up on that page.
It's amazing how effective it is. All of a sudden, they're working. Of course, the referee is in charge, but that's all it takes.
In the blue corner,
Who wants it? Obviously, skill is the biggest factor, but right now, who wants it? Who's going to take this in the last 90 seconds? And if you're Lee, yeah, you're up on the cards. But if you let that slip away by doing absolutely nothing here in the second round, I won't be upset with an overtime, but I think you will.
Richard Young from Singapore.
Bit of a chess match, not the most exciting chess match. And if you're just tuning in, this is not indicative even remotely of what's been going on. It's been absolute chaos. We're doing 2 3-minute rounds here on day 1, so you really got to work. I think what we're seeing here is guys who don't want to make a mistake. But we've had everything, subs, KOs, challenges from the coaches. And my prediction was entirely wrong. We haven't really seen a single leg attempt from Denzel. Maybe the coaches told him to get away from it because he wasn't able to secure it. He wasn't able to get the takedown afterwards. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of ways to win a match here. And tossing your opponent out of bounds 3 times worked successfully for some of the youths. Be nice to see the adults try and work in some of that strategy. Okay, get to the last 10 seconds, and all of a sudden these guys want to bang. I like it. Let's go. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Wow. Pretty dominant way to end the second round and possibly the entire bout, unless Denzel here in the red was able to make up the ground he lost in the first round. He's got a really unique style. I feel like kind of make a few adjustments. I might be able to work. Yep, and we're getting a decision after 2, and I don't think it's gonna be a major shocker to anyone watching. And again, we got 48 fights to get through, so next one's coming right up. If you happen to have a, I'm not gonna call it lackluster, but a bit of a quieter match than we've had earlier on in the card, don't worry. We get to the next fight in about a minute. Match.
Unanimous decision is the blue corner, Charlie from Chinese Taipei.
Yep. Again, I don't think that was a major surprise to anyone. Denzel's got nothing to hang his head about, but I think you should go watch this. Watch this back. See where you had your opportunities and what you would do differently. It's not like it's easy to secure a really solid single leg on someone. and he was getting it on the regular in round 1. He was just never able to drag him down. And I think the alternative, you know, you got the option to trip, but here you've got the option to go for out of bounds again, because we don't have ring ropes, we don't have cage walls, we essentially have a border. You can toss him over the border and you are not engaged with him in any way. Toss him out 3 times and the victory is yours. It's another one from another. Should be an interesting sort of day 1 strategy here. If you are trying to make your way through a tournament and you are that good at getting your opponent's leg and getting him on one leg, I'd really want to test his mettle and see if he can keep his balance when I try and toss him out of bounds. But it always looks easier from over here, Matt's side. Here we go. We've got 2 we haven't seen yet today, Jordan and Mongolia in here today. We've got Mongolia in the blue, Jordan in the red. Atkan Bayer, Dashnayam, Ababne, Mahmoud for Jordan. This is a very theatrical walkout jam, gotta love it. Shout out to DJ Ilias. He's been here with us all week, dropping bangers. Shout out to everybody putting this together. Real unsung heroes, Prem Kumar in the back, making sure everybody gets wrapped up, checked out, weighed in, and ready to go. Here we go, fight number 12 of 19 in our morning session here. Jordan in the red, Mongolia in the blue.
Next up.
And this is more of what we expect to see here, day 1. Just banging away. You only got 2 3-minute rounds. You better impress the judges. And whoa, not a whole lot of defense. No complaints from me. Like a tornado of punches. They are coming from every angle. Both guys getting hit on both sides of the head with both hands. Dueling knees now. Trading lefts. Heck of a slam there from Mahmoud. Landed a clean left, kind of a sloppy right, and then sent him for a ride. And that's why those opening flurries would be really hard to judge. Everybody was landing from everywhere, and now at least we've got some control. Landing some blows from the top. Got the timer running. We're not going to let him stay there. Yep. Nope. Now we've got a relatively dominant position. Referee turned the timer off. He's going to let Mahmoud work from here. Looks like Dashnayam trying to find the border and get a reset. If he can get at least 2 body parts out, he gets stood back up in the middle. Mahmoud not making it easy, though. Oh, great strikes from the bottom. Kind of weak hammer fist from Mahmoud, because I think he knows he's about to lose the position, and he is. And again, 2 body parts, and you're out. Ref has some discretion, but if you saw there, our competitor threw both of his hands up over his head to get the out of bounds and get the reset. Sometimes you got to get yourself out of trouble that way. Oof. Mahmoud with a single leg. And we're going for another ride. Shaking my table over here. Yeah, and those are, I mean, they're great takedowns. They're also wise takedowns because they're pretty similar with the striking, just absolute chaos and very little defense. That was a lot for 3 minutes. Strikes for days, a couple of huge slams. Yeah, I mean, it is day one. This is the round of 16 for these guys. That's it's putting some miles on yourselves already. I mean, I'll take it. But these boys are going to be sore in the morning. Again, if you can hear anything in the background, is because we have 2 streams going at the AMMA YouTube channel, at AMMA_media. I'm here on Matt B with Modern MMA. Andy Whitelaw's got you covered on Matt A with traditional MMA in the sweet Cobra Kai gi tops, where grabbing of the clothing is allowed. But let's get back to our sweet action here on Matt B. Jordan and Mongolia in there. Jordan in the red, Mongolia in the blue. And no defense yet again, just letting them fly. Oh, all of a sudden we're being conservative. Not for long. Those overhand rights are huge. These boys can bang. I think Mahmoud should try to get to the takedowns. I mean, he was doing great, and now the tables seem to be turning in Dashniam's favor a little bit. And Mahmoud was pretty much dominant in the wrestling in the first round. If these boys are just going to go at this pace, I'm just going to let you listen to it. Wise takedown there. Mahmoud maybe running out of gas a little bit, but again, he's the only one who's been able to dominate on the ground at all. And if I'm him, I'm getting to the takedown as early as I can, because the striking battle seems to be swinging in favor of Dashniam. And we're going for a ride again. Yep, it's just not as, he doesn't have the energy he did in round 1. And that's the downside of working that hard. Nice right on the break there from Dashniam. Yep, Mahmoud going to the spinning stuff, which is usually a sign of fatigue. Nice little jab. Yep, wild right. Nice takedown. Pretty much defensive maneuver at that point. And now self-preservation takedown. Got himself into full mount pretty easily. Yeah, he probably should have wrestled earlier in this round. He's going to be kicking himself if he does not take this one. Great. Throwing up a little armbar there. He's got that, but he's not able to get a full-on crank. He's basically levitating. Dashniam slowly trying to find a way out of here. And Mahmoud trying to find just the right angle, which he did not. Huh. Very interesting. What do we got here? Just awaiting the judges' scores. That was a good fight. That was a good match. That was like absolute chaos until they had to slow down because their energy was waning. But neither of them took a step back. Mahmoud was able to secure those takedowns in the first round, and I think just really separated the two because they were both landing so successfully on the feet.
And your winner on Mat B by unanimous decision is the red corner.
Yeah. I'm not a judge, but I had it that way. That's fair. I mean, you can be upset if you're Dashniam, but it's the takedowns. And I think you got to incorporate a little bit more defense and not be there in the pocket and just exchanging. It was essentially these guys agreed to the Max Holloway point down type fight, and they went at it for about 4 minutes. The first round of 3, another minute into the second, and then they started to gas out a little bit. And I'm pretty sure it was the takedowns and then the control time that made the difference for Mahmoud. Get into bout 13 of 19 in our morning session, 48 on the day over here on Mat B. And we've got Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan about to go at it in the men's 65 kg division. Round of 16 here. Both of these guys hoping to make it all the way to day 3 to the finals, where they get to knee people in the head. Two 3-minute rounds to try and advance. Expect the action to kick off as soon as you hear that horn.
Hit the blue corner. Tomar Prathi from India.
Sneaky takedown. Dropping all the way to the mat to grab your opponent by the ankle. Yeah, I'm not sure that was entirely intentional, but if it is, it's a wild technique.
From Uzbekistan.
Ermatali, the lankier, rangier fighter, doing pretty well right now to flummox Nurbulat. Good low kick from Nurbulat. Nice shot, nice sprawl. Good knees up the middle from both. Both try to answer on the break. Some spinny stuff from Nurbulat. Want to give Ermatali something to think about. There was that attempted sort of heel grab, but Nurbulat saw it that time, and Matali could be in a world of trouble. Nope, got himself right out of there. I stand corrected. Good little reversal. Looked tight, might have just been my angle. Here we go. Nice knee to the body. Way to be by Nurbulat there. Yeah, You're going to want to try and get some. Yeah, it's tough. You control your opponent down here. We're not going to continue to score, so you got to disengage. You got to strike. We don't really reward the wet blanket here at AMMA, but Nurbulat got that memo. He's being exceptionally aggressive, working to get that choke, and that might do it. That's tight. I'm not sure it's all the way in, but it is tight regardless. There we go. Some hand fighting. Great poise, great patience. Nurbulat still in the driver's seat here, kind of trying to get himself back into position. Armatali, crafty with the D, but he's in another deep sub attempt. Wow, that is a wild position. "15 seconds left, and Armatali just going to be happy to get back to his corner. Try and readjust for round 2. I mean, he looked so good in the opening 30, 45 seconds, and now has found himself on the wrong end of a few submission attempts under a very strong opponent. Got a cracked staff in there. May have a shin guard issue from that. Again, that sort of very unique, I'll call it odd, takedown attempt early on. And we got a shin guard here needs repairing, but we got it covered, and I think we'll be back on time. Don't need more than a minute. We are ready to go. 3 more minutes to see who's going to move on from the round of 16 here. We're at 65 kgs. We're going to move up to 71 in the next bout. Just gets better and better and better and better. There we go. Round 2. So far, so good for Armatali in this second round. Yeah, you got to remember that's inevitably coming your way, and that great result for Armatali. That's not what Nurbulat wanted to have happen. Now he's got his back. Huge change from the first round here. Triangle attempts. Coach is trying to help him make the right adjustments here from the corner. It's a tight squeeze, but a very awkward position. The arm is in. There's too much air. Trying to maybe transition to an arm bar, but I don't think that's going to happen either. Now you've given up your back again. Wow. Nice uppercut. Nurbulat didn't like that. There was an uppercut under the arm with his head pinned to the mat. And I don't think he liked it at all. And Homeboy does not want to let him go, does not want to let him out of his sights, not get to the border. Let's not reset. Trying to sort of end it from here, or at least keep it here until the bell. Yeah, I think that uppercut did real damage. I'm not sure if you guys saw that at home. There it is again. There it is. Yeah, and he's really trying. Unbelievable. He's not going to let him get out of here. Wow, real tale of 2 rounds here. He's got 1 minute left, but he's going to need something spectacular, or this round's certainly going to go to Armatali. Wow, okay. 43 seconds left to work. We're resetting because of the out of bounds. Great sprawl. Out of bounds again, but No harm, no foul. You essentially have to either go out on your own or get tossed out for it to count against you as you're one of your 3 allotted, and the third being a DQ. So just a reset there, nothing major. Wow, both landed. Nurbulat got the worst of it. Wow. At home it may seem like exhaustion. I'm just telling you, there were some serious shots when Nurbulat had his back taken. And I think he's just manning his way through it. Wild match. Crowd's also going nuts over my shoulder for Matt A, which we are also streaming on our YouTube channel. If you want even more action, open up 2 windows and have the time of your life. Andy Whitelaw's got you covered over there. Not sure what bout they're on, but we are in bout 13 right now of 48 for the day, 19 for the morning session. We're moving up to 71 kgs in just a few moments. Good time here. Man, I couldn't be happier. Got bouts and bouts and bouts. I'm in the Olympic Village here in Uzbekistan. The martial arts hall here is awesome. The people are awesome. And the action on the mat is awesome. You really can't beat the open mat. Especially for, producing one of these events for the stream. There are 0 obstructions. No cage walls, no chain link, no ring ropes. Just high-res action. I think we are just cleaning up our fighter in the red corner. Oh, whoa. We're doing a 1-minute overtime, and I don't know. Nurbulat seems a little bit worse for the wear. Wow, the same way they started the last round. Nurbulat landing it right, but that kick that's essentially doubling as a trip sends it straight to the canvas. Again, just 1 minute to work here. We didn't have a majority at the end of 2. Wow. "30 seconds left and a pretty even round so far. Pretty much who scores the most here is probably going to take it home." Nurbulat with the shot, there's just not enough speed, there's not enough on it. But I'm also not sure he's given up many points to his opponent. I mean, these 10 seconds are still important. Can anyone really score from here? Yep, there you go. Get a few shots off. Any shot right now would matter so much. Wow. Man, that was tense. It was palpable, as they say. All right, let's see if we've got a majority now. Nice. You gotta love overtime, the lightning round. Andy Whitelaw coined it the lightning round, and I'm gonna steal that. Man, if Nurbulat wins, I'm not sure he's gonna be all that thrilled. That's a lot to take to get a round 1 victory here on day 1 of potentially 3 if you keep moving through this tournament.
And the winner on Mat B, a unanimous decision, is the blue corner.
Yep, I think that's the best possible outcome, and I think that's, my amateur judging, I agree. He looks to be the fresher to move through the tournament. Honestly, I think there was You know, a couple of those uppercuts were legit, and I think there were just a couple of other low kicks that sort of took him off his feet. Head hit the canvas. Moving on to fight. So match number 14 next. We're going up to 71 kgs, and we're going to have, let me make sure I got the names correct, and I'll get right back to you. Well, we are going to take our first breather of the day. So, remember to make sure you are following. We will be back by 2 o'clock with more bouts, and by my count, we've still got over 30 remaining on my Mat B here. I'll check in with my bro Andy about Mat A, but there's probably pushing 60 bouts remaining to go today here at the 2026 Asian Martial Arts Championships from Martial Arts Hall here in Uzbekistan. Don't go anywhere. Clear your schedule. Tell your friends. Get prepared, and we will be right on back.